couple weeks back, maybe a month by now, I did a video about Animation Legends. I did an unboxing of one of my previous purchases. And I think it's probably a good idea right up front to point out a few things. One, I am a fan. They got me into animation cell collecting. I think it's a great value. I think they do a great service. I think they've got a lot of different people interested in the hobby that otherwise wouldn't have been interested. So I do have a lot of appreciation for that. I also should point out this is not a paid video. They have nothing to do with this. So there is no influence or anything. And if you watch the last video, you'll probably figure out that there is no influence because there were some things that were a little bit embarrassing. So I thought, I'm going to make another purchase and see if this purchase is a little bit different. So if you haven't watched the last video, you can go back and look at it. Again, I'm very complimentary of them, but I also have some critiques. And one of the issues we had was with their background cells. So you find these things are larger than a regular animation cell would be. So what ended up happening was the folder that they put them in, it didn't really like fit the folder well. So I think they tried to shape the folder and bend it around. And ultimately speaking, it didn't really work all that well. Everything shipped fine. Everything came in good order. That's not a problem. It was just a little bit weird that the way it was done. So I ordered some more background cells because I love these things. I don't know why. Random background art is beautiful. It's beautiful artwork, and you might not have an idea where it came from, but it's really nice when you can mix and match it with some of your other pieces of animation cells, and some work really well with it. So I made another buy, and guess what? It came in a box this time. Yeah, it came in a box. And the box had some paper wrapping inside. It was inside a plastic folder, so everything was protected on the inside. And I wanted to show you some of the background cells I got in this batch from Animation Legends. All right, look at this one. This is a vertical one. How cool is that? Isn't this beautiful? Oh, I love it. I don't know what this would have been used for, but I can just see a character right there in the middle of the alley, maybe looking one way or maybe two characters looking at each other, meeting. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I'm not going to show you all the cells. I'll put this over here for now. Here's another one. This is a skyline. Now, I did this as part of my Patreon with them, which I am a Patreon subscriber, and I requested certain things with them. I said, I kind of would like some more cityscape things, backgrounds that are like, urban in that sense, because I just, I've bought some from the past and it didn't really have those, and I thought that would be a good way to round out some of my collection. Ah, that's beautiful. How about this one? I'm just noticing some of the detail and the pencil work on this. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. That is so cool. Love it. All right. Now, there's a couple of other ones I wanted to point out. Now, this one's a 2 background cell. Now, I don't see a lot of these, but there's a background to the background cell. So, and let me show you in this case. It's cut out, and you really can't see the cut marks all that well, but look. Hey. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can kind of see how the detail and the cut are very fine-tuned. And then behind it is a city skyline. So I'm guessing this was a building, and maybe the broken window, and someone was going to fly out the window or something like that. But super cool, isn't it? Also with the same effect. Here's one, because I told them I would like something like television or radio. If you have any studios or transmitter towers, things like that. And this is what they came up with. So you remember, and if you're a younger viewer under the age of 40, you probably won't understand this reference. No, I'll say under the age of 35, you won't understand this reference. But back in the day, and this is in a bunch of 80s movies and such, where there would be a major news event, and people on the street would gather at an electronics store's window display because they would have color televisions on display. That's right. Before they had black and white TVs, such a spectacle. Wow, see things in color. But you saw this a lot of times where they would have the TVs on display looking out towards the street so the public can stop and look at the picture and hopefully entice them to come in and buy a television. So this looks like one of those deals. It's a bunch of televisions, and in the background, so it's kind of like this, but on this one, it's a little bit different. Let me show you. There's an actual cell taped onto this. It's a blank one, It's got the peg holes and everything on the bottom. It's a blank one. I don't know which one this would have been used for, but I think it gives the glare effect, of the television screen. And then behind it is what would have been on television, so what would have been broadcast. For something like this, I don't know what series. This might have been one of the RoboCop ones. I'm guessing their backgrounds are from the different mystery packs that they sell. But man, do I want to get a Ninja Turtle and get them on the streets with this in the background or something. Or imagine if I got a small cell and maybe put one of them inside the middle there like they're on TV or something. I just think this is so cool. One more. I also told them I need a good sky, something that's like up in the air, and they did not disappoint. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, too? Nice coloring. Look at the shading on that. It's almost like you just want to watch it on a loop, right? I can almost put that on a loop. But the coloring, the shading is just so beautiful. This has some other markers on the bottom, like it was copied and then painted over. I don't know if this matters to anyone, but I'll show you anyway. Normally what I would do is put these in the acid-free bags, the Time Life magazine bags that I would put the cells in. I'd put each one of these individually in them. What I've been doing as of late is taking photographs on my phone. I'll go and I'll take a picture on my phone, snap, and then I'll have a digital version of it on my computer in case I ever wanted to, kind of get an idea of what a cell would look like on a certain background. I can kind of, digitally look at it and say, oh, yeah, that would be good. Maybe that could be used to help, purchase a cell or get an idea if it would be a good color match or anything like that. I bought a couple more. I don't want, I don't have to show them all off, but I got a few. I got to tell you, I was super impressed with it. So I did that video last time. I don't know if they watched it, and I don't know if they've watched this one either. I haven't asked them. They don't know who I am, obviously. I mean, it's not like I name drop like, oh yeah, I do a YouTube channel. Yeah, right. So there's no connection in that sense. But either what happened before was a one-off because I purchased other cells with it, or maybe they've heard from other people, or maybe they watched the video or whatever it is, and they decided to make a change when it comes to shipping some of the other larger backgrounds. And I'm glad they did. So obviously, I wasn't going to do an unboxing again. I thought once I was going to do one, that was it. I decided to do this one just for the fact to show that there was some change, and it was a positive change. And I wanted to make sure people knew that. I didn't want that to be, the last video I put out, the only thing that was documented that way out there. There's a lot of people that say really positive things about them, and I'll continue to do that. I think Animation Legends is a fantastic service. I just wish they put out more mystery packs. I haven't seen... They've really slowed down. I mean, the first couple of years, it was constantly. They were putting out cool mystery packs. They don't do it as much anymore. Maybe once a month, if that. Maybe every other month. You don't get to see too many new ones. So I'm hoping that maybe that slow flow will start to ramp up a little bit now that we're getting into summer or whatever. But okay, well, that's it. Just a quick short video. Nothing too special about this one. Just wanted to share a couple of things with you. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'm happy to see those. I've been getting some fantastic feedback on Facebook or here on YouTube. I'm always thrilled to see that people are enjoying these interviews. And I do have some really other great ones lined up for you that I think you'll really enjoy. So look for those. Make sure to keep an eye on this channel. Tell your friends, but obviously if you're watching this, you probably don't have a lot of other friends that collect animation cells. You're probably like me, a lonely guy in the basement who tries to tell his friends and his family about it, and they have zero interest. Their eyes glaze over. Oh, okay, enough of your animation cells. So I'm like the only person that wants to talk about it. Feel free to message me here in the comments or on Facebook or whatever. You can reach me on there because I post in the animation cell forums and things, the videos, so you can always reach me through those. All right, guys, have a good day. We'll see you later.